Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to episode 13 of my Minecraft Feed the Beast Jadedcat's Magic Farm Let's Play series. I almost didn't get that right. It popped out of my head right, but it went to my mouth wrong. Anyway, I am over here at my mining outpost where I have been spending a lot of time because I have to kind of babysit it in case it encounters some more of the non-vanilla fluids. But I'm also over here because I want to get started on my bee area. Now, I'm not going to have the bee area over here. The reason why I'm here is so I can have some redstone. And the redstone is because I want to have a slew of dispensers. So I'm going to need to do that. 14 will be just fine. And then I'll need... Is it like that? I think it's like that, yes. So now I have to make a few of these. And it's going to be even fewer than 14, so I've got some spare bows, but that's fine. Wait, is it... Oh no, I didn't want a dropper. Oh well. I have a dropper now, whatever that's good for. Okay, so redstone and sticks go back in there. The dropper can go there. How are we doing in here? That's still good. I am at 5 quadruple compressed. 4 more, and I get to make a quintuple compressed. It's going to be a while. But anyway, the reason why I want to have all these bows, or all these dispensers rather, is because, hey, I'll put one right here just in case. That works. Is because I want to sort of automate the flowers that are going to spawn, because as you may know, when you put bees in a beehive, they just start creating flowers out of nothingness, which is great and adds a little splash of color as if a rainbow barfed on the ground, but the flowers are good for dyes and other things, and I want to harvest them for those reasons. But instead of having to go around and punch every single flower, or take a scythe and harvest a bunch of them at once and skip the ones that the scythe doesn't recognize, I'm just going to save a lot of time and use this method. Well, that didn't quite work out. There. Water flows, knocks over the flowers, goes downhill, and that's all there is to it. And I hear a zombie. I guess there is a cave down there. Anyway, what I'm going to do is over here, I'm going to set up a measured area because the bees, as I recall, will spit out flowers up to 14 spots away. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I know this was from a bee, so that's at least 13. And I did punch all of these out when I planted this, and I haven't really run these bees since then. So it's at least 13 or 14. And what I want to do is utilize that to have a sort of automated flower harvesting mechanism. It's going to be a bunch of redstone and a bunch of the dispensers. I'm going to need to make a few buckets. Well, several buckets to be more precise. And what... Can I harvest these? I found... What did I find? Oh, that's mud. Doesn't seem like I can harvest them. Oh well. Anyway, it is going to be over in this area. I'm going to have it probably start. Let's see here. If I come over here, I guess I could, at least for now, just have the bees here and have the water flowing this way. That's probably what I'll do. So it's going to be one layer, 7 across, and then another layer, 7 across of grass. And then it's going to have a little trough where the flowers will flow into. And then it'll get scooped up by a hopper and stored in a chest. For right now, I'm not going to automate the sorting. That's going to be farther down the road when I get some, what's it called? Applied Energistics, I think, for the ME storage. So that's something in the future. But I can at least manually have something where I just hit a button, the water comes out, pushes all the flowers down, hit the button again, turns all the dispensers off, and should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and decide whether I want to have it up on a mound or if I want to have it down level with the water. But either way, I'm going to have to clear a lot of this stuff out and make way for the mechanisms. So I will be right back once I get all that measured. I'm finally getting to the bees. Okay, I'm back and I have it pretty much set up the way I want, except for the catch basin. The dispensers up here will spit out the water right in front of it. It'll come down here, come down there, get dumped into the ocean. Get dumped off the edge, and everything will get tossed into the catch basin, go down this way, go into the hopper, into a chest, and then get stored for now. I did clear out a little bit more room just in case I wanted to expand, but this should be sufficient for right now. Whoops, I wanted the water, not the dispenser. Anyway, what I'm going to have to do now is run some redstone up here so I can turn it on and off, and then set up the catch basin down here and get the bees breeding. I don't think it needs to be grass for the flowers to spawn, but just in case, I'm probably going to let it fully turn into grass. That way, in case the water decides to interfere with the grass growth, which in my experience it isn't always nighttime that causes water flowing at nighttime that causes the grass to die. Sometimes it'll die even during daytime, in my experience. But I'm going to go ahead and get the redstone, which I so smartly left all the way over at the mining outpost, and probably make a repeater or two. Let's see here. Where do I want the button? I guess I'll put the button over here. So I'll need a few repeaters. But anyway, I'm going to have the power come across here. Going to fill these up with buckets, which means I need to make some more buckets. And then I'm going to migrate those bee houses over to here. And I guess I should be in business at that point. Any flowers that pop up here will just get washed down, caught in the basin, and then sorted. I probably would do well to also toss a little light here. I've made some stairs for the grass to migrate up. There we go, some light. And I guess I probably should go ahead and chop down the tree. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and go get the redstone and other supplies that I need, and then I will be right back. Hey guys, I'm back and I have just learned something that I did not know. The material that you need to use in the bloom cannot be charcoal. It has to be coal. I am 2 buckets shy. Oh, I am actually 3 buckets shy because then I won't have one for myself. So let's see here. I need 3 of those and 4 of those. All right. 1 more there, 3 there. That. Okay. So that's 2 buckets. What am I doing? Crafting table. And is it? Okay, it's still noon. Alright, let's get some water. Come over here. Ooh, I need to make more food. It's a never-ending process with this hunger overhaul. Oh well. Come up here. Almost everything's grass. That's a good thing. Put that there. Put that there. Alright. And the way this works is I come over here, mash the button, the water comes down, touching the edge all the way across. Yes. I wait for everything to flow down. Hit the button again, turns off the water. And all of that water flows into that hopper there, which gets dumped into... Oh, I have a dirt. Into that chest. So I'll do that. Pick it back up. It goes into the bag. Alright. So now, all I need to do is... no, I didn't want to... Oh. I was just trying to stand on the edge. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. Let's not do that again. No, I have to have it like that. There, now I won't be tempted. Excellent. And that. Okay, so now all I have to do is migrate the bees over. The bees are going to be going right along this ledge right here. And I'm probably going to, let's see here. Well, it's 14, so it doesn't really matter. I could probably just do it with 2, so I'll just divide it into 4 spaces and be done with it for now. And, maybe more. Because I do have some additional bees that I need to start. Uh-oh, I had a lag. There we go. I do have a couple extra bees I want to get going. I have 1 bee house over here and 1 apiary. I'm not going to use the frames just yet. Not until I have everything set up. But I'm going to try to use 1 of each bee that I can actually get to work here. So I'll probably end up using all 6. But I am going to go ahead and get those set up. And I will be back to show you what I've done. Okay. Have them all set up. I just went ahead and used 5. I've got Forest, Meadows, Mystical, Unusual, I don't know what those spit out, and Rocky. And I'm pretty sure the Rockies have to have either stone or cobblestone near them, so that's what I've got. They don't need a flower, I don't think, unless that counts, and it does need a flower. But here over the next several minutes I should start seeing flowers just appear here. They're also going to appear over on this side, which means what I'm probably going to end up doing is I will just make a walkway over the bee houses, and then just have another one of these over this way flowing into another channel, or maybe flow underneath this to the same channel or something. I'll figure it out. But that's pretty much how it's going to be set up. I'm not going to use a huge amount of flowers, I'm sure, but there are some interesting ones that I do kind of want to just start gathering if I can. So that's what the purpose of this is. But I'm going to, let's see here, do I want to go ahead and set up the other one? Actually, you know what? I think I will. So that's going to be next. Another one of these. So I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I already have one, so I need 6 more dispensers. I have 6 more bows. So I think I'm good. Alright, I will be back. Okay, so I have both wings done, and they've already started generating flowers. That's pretty good. The Forest Queen, as you can see, produces honeycomb. Meadows Queen makes honeycomb. The Mystical Queen makes mundane comb. I still don't know what the unusual does, and I still don't know what the rocky ones make, but I will find out eventually. Now, this isn't going to be the end-all be-all of my bee farm. This is just basically my flower farm. I might expand it a little bit, not sure yet. I'll decide later. But to show off the flume, I guess is a good enough word for it. And I could probably make that into one button, but oh well. The flowers fall down there. I hit the button again. I'm sure I could put this on some sort of timer even. That one's about there-ish. This one I think is already in the chest. Yep, there's the violet, and here in just a minute, the clover. Excellent. Everything works. And what time is it? Okay. So that started. Now, I have come to the conclusion that my power situation over at the quarry is the coal doesn't keep up with the steam engines. I mean the coal production. Maybe it's just that area, maybe it's the few levels it's been through or whatever. But I have to keep running back and checking on the coal. So, since this doesn't run on charcoal, I decided to go ahead and make a bunch of charcoal to operate the machines and bring the coal back over here. Now, you're probably thinking that that means that I'm still going to have to do a lot of running back and forth, and that's somewhat true. However, the charcoal is going to become really easy to get. I'm not going to have to keep chopping down trees. You may notice that there's some missing fir trees over there. What I'm going to do as my next project is set up a forestry automatic tree farm. And I'll show you how that works here in a bit. But now, that means that I can start keeping the coal that I get from the quarry. How are these doing? Pretty good. And I don't have to worry about having to scramble, because I was down to 0 coal. I had to actually go mining some coal just so I could make the other hopper over there for the second part. Now this one is still running on coal, but that's alright. Now it's charcoal. Actually, you know what? It kind of makes sense to leave at least one of them as coal. Now, when the coal runs out in one of these, it becomes an inventory and it'll start popping things in there. Usually cobblestone first, but that's alright. I can just come down and grab it when it runs out. And yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll leave one of them coal-based and the other two charcoal. That way, there's always at least a little coming through, even if I forget what I'm doing and don't come over here to check on the production down there. But usually I can tell when it's running out or has run out, because that means that these don't keep filling up. As long as there's a steady flow of cobblestone marching across the ceiling, I know that the quarry is working right. And when it stops, either I've run out of coal or I've run into a non-vanilla fluid. But anyway, let's see here. The charcoal can stay in... Oh, well, I have a chest down there. I'll just put it in there. So, about the forestry tree farm. The way this works is I have to set up a plot of land and build a structure out, starting with, I think, cooked stone bricks and some other stuff in order to mark the area that it's going to be. And then I have to add a few interesting blocks to it. However, the trouble is, with this mod pack, the recipe for most of the let's see here, forestry at mod forestry. Okay, here's a farm block. If I click on that, it won't give me a recipe. So what I'm going to have to do is hop out of here and go find the recipes for the things that I need for the different farm block things. And there's all kinds of different parts that you can toss into them. There's the control, the valve, the hatch, the gearbox, and then the actual farm block itself. And I'm just standing around outside, and it could be sunset. Okay. So I'm going to hop off here real quick, find what the recipes are exactly, because I don't remember them off the top of my head. It's been a good long while since I've made these. And then I'll be back with hopefully enough of the parts that I need and an area designated for them. So I will talk to you in just a bit. I'm back again. Before I head off to the area where I'm going to set up the forestry tree farm, there is something I wanted to do. After I checked on the quarry down there just to see what level I'm at, I'm down to level 37, and emptied this out. This happened. I have 9 quadruple compressed cobblestone, so I figured you guys might like to see the first quintuple compressed cobblestone. Almost 60,000 cobblestone right here in one block, which means if I explode while I'm carrying it around, I'm going to be kind of sad. But that is a bit of a milestone. I just wanted you guys to see that. So anyway, I'm headed off, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back from a tree obliterating excursion. I have a lot of spare fir wood to make charcoal out of to last me a good while. So I figured I might as well get that out of the way. Now it's time to start making the stuff that I need to sort of automate making charcoal. Or at least to automate making trees. There we go. And the first thing I'm going to need is some bronze. And goes like this to make a sturdy casing. Then I'm going to need, what is it? The chest on the bottom. And then the gold in the, oh, I need one more glass. Go back over here. Oh, and I moved that contraption with the centrifuge that was on the other side of the blacksmith shop inside. Made no sense to have it outside. Ah! Alright, let's try this again. Go through the door. Alright, so it's like this, the chest on the bottom, the sturdy casing in the middle, and then this? Yes! Thermionic fabricator, here I come. Okay. Now this goes here. And, oh. I don't have any power going to it. Of course. Uh-oh, I'm lagging. What happened? That was weird. Alright. Well, I can just start with this charcoal for now while those are cooking. I don't want to interrupt the process. Put that in there. That should start getting power. And then that should start melting glass panes. Don't know how many of these glass panes I'm going to need for making one of what I'm making. So that's going to have to melt for a while, but I do know that I'm going to need a bunch of course I didn't bring the redstone. Alright. A bunch of tin. Probably, let's see here. Stack should do for now. What I need to make are these tin electron tubes, or electric tubes, or something like that. And I think if I go... Oh, it isn't going to do it. Alright. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, that's plenty. So I'll put those in like this. Can't do the click drag thing, unfortunately. So now I need to go get some redstone. What time is it? Yeah, I'm good. Haven't gotten any more of the quintuple compressed cobblestone. That's going to be another while. I figure I'm probably going to get a little over 2 of those. And I don't know how much longer that's going to take. I'm going to have to keep my eye on it. My guess is that the charcoal that was in here has run out. But I'm here for... Oh, there's some more glass. Take that. I'm here for some redstone. Oh yeah, those are doing okay. It's probably running off of one piston right now. Or one steam engine, but that's fine. Let's go see how the glass is doing. Probably after this episode, I'm going to spend an entire episode exploring the nether and trying to find all the different plants and biomes and creatures and things that I can find in there. Alright. So that should just make 12 of them if it gets enough juice, so I'm just going to leave it be. And let that do its thing. So since I'm going to have to wait on that anyway, before I can make anything else, I guess I'll just cut here and be back shortly. Alright, they say a watched pot doesn't boil, and it looks like this watched pot is not going to boil for a good long time. So, I think I'm going to have to just go ahead and wrap up the episode here and then pick up where I leave off for the next one. The charcoal's done cooking, that's something. Go ahead and get that out of here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need it in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. So, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to get back to you. If you like this video, please give it a like. I appreciate it. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when the next video comes out. But that is definitely going to have to be it for this one. Hopefully during the next episode, I should be able to turn this area here that I've set aside into an automated or mostly automated tree/charcoal farm. That would be lovely. But in the meantime, thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.